Hi, my name is Susan Anthony. I got in the business of financial services in 1987, and if you would have asked me then if I would have still been doing it today, almost 30 years later, I would have never thought, at 19 years old, starting in this industry, that I would make it my life career. But it has been so good to me and so meaningful in a couple ways. I didn't go to college because my father died when I was 10 years old, and I thought my mother was broke and probably couldn't afford it. And ironically, 5 years later, I became her financial advisor, and I said, "Mom, you have all this money, and you got me towels for my wedding?" Well, she was mad. That's a whole nother story. But the best part about that is, I learned the longer I did the industry and what we do for clients, that how meaningful and impactful it is in people's lives. Because had someone been there at our family's life prior to my father's death, we would have had enough life insurance so that she wouldn't have had to sell the home on the lake that they saved and built for our family. Instead, we moved to a small college town because she had never worked, where my brother was going to college, so she wanted to be around a man that could help take care of the little things in the house. And then 5 years later, at my age of 15, she was diagnosed with a brain tumor. And so that was a very long road for about the next 10 or 15 years. And at age 24, she was in a nursing home, so I went through the whole experience of not having long-term care, because of course by the time I was in the industry, she was already uninsurable for both life and health. But because as an investment advisor I had helped grow her assets, we had enough money to help pay for the nursing home care for the 4 months of her life remaining that she had to be there. So all these difficult life experiences had caused me to realize just how significant it is what we do for people at the time of need. I could tell you story after story that we don't have enough time for, but one I'll never forget is the very first death claim that I delivered to a family. And this was a friend of mine at church. She had been friends for 10 years, and I get a call one day. I walk into my office, and the voicemail said, "Hey Susan, it's Sandy, and I'm going to be in town for Terry's funeral." And I thought, what? Replay, hit the message again. I called her back and I said, "Tell me I didn't just hear what you said." And here was a woman who had 5 children. The oldest was 17 at the time and the youngest 5. And I was the one that had to come and deliver the funds so that she, could try to maintain lifestyle. And she looked back at me and she said, "I don't know what I would have done without you doing that." And all I could think about was it still wasn't enough. Because she said to me, "Now I only have to work part-time instead of full-time." So you never realize until you go through life where you're going to make those differences and impact people. I believe that you can only look at what's happening in your life if you look and connect the dots backwards to see what's happened to you at different periods of your life experiences, and then you realize why you had to go through and have those different experiences. So today, I think our industry, what it's meant to me, is a couple things. One, it's been good to me. It's afforded me a lifestyle. I made my first 6 figures at 24 years old, and have never made less than that. They talk about being in the 1% crowd or the 3% crowd, and I'm still growing those earnings because I feel like the dollars that we make are a direct reflection of the people that we help and the people that we serve in our industry. And 2, that's it. That's the most important thing. It's the people's lives that we change because of what we do. So now I'm not in the retail side anymore. I help advisors help clients, and I've been corporate for the last 12 years. But it's a great business. It's a great industry. And the Women in Financial Services organization is out there really helping women realize their full potential, attract them to our industry, help them realize what a great career it is that gives you that lifestyle flexibility and purpose in your life. So thanks.